'Cause you and I, T-Walk is all we need to get our R-E-S-P-E-C-T and then G-I-V-E-U-P and keep your H-G-F-T.
Shalom in the name of Yeshua the Messiah. Now this video is about an issue that I've been thinking about for the last few weeks, probably the last few months actually, and it concerns the topic or the concept of black unity. Now I'm a black person, so-called black person, and I'm talking about something that concerns my community. Now here's the thing with this black unity. Usually when I hear people talking about or promoting concepts of black unity, basically they are usually quite wishy-washy and superficial concepts, and as a result these concepts of black unity are of no real value and no real practical value in addressing the issues which concern the black community. Now let me explain what I mean. One of the major issues that affects so-called black people in the West, definitely in the UK and as far as I can tell in the US as well, is that we do not have a strong community ethos. We do not have a strong community sensibility or strong community spirit, you could say. And this is manifested in various ways. One of the most obvious ways is the phenomenon of black on black crime, where we've got young black boys mainly killing, stabbing and shooting other young black boys. And then another manifestation of it is the fact that black owned businesses are not supported by so-called black people. Now the causes of this, some of the immediate causes for this, one of the main ones is the breakdown of the basic family unit and the extended family. If you look in so-called black communities, you'll find that an awful lot of children are being raised in single parent households, usually by a mother. There's a massive amount of absentee fathers going on, and then in turn there's quite a low view of marriage, quite a lax view concerning sex and sexual ethics, and a whole load of fornication. People sleeping around, people having sex with no connection being made as far as marriage and commitment and fidelity. So these are the most obvious root causes for our lack of community ethos. Now the way to tackle this is by having agreed standards, agreed objective standards concerning sex, concerning fidelity, concerning marriage, and concerning the family. We need to have an agreed upon framework, an agreed upon foundation for these things, and then we need to teach these things to our children, and we need to teach them to one another. And also when people openly go against and disregard these standards, we need to expose them and oppose them. That's the way to bring about change, and that's the way to rebuild the family structure within black communities. Now here's the problem. Most people I hear who talk about black unity, they are coming from a kind of moral relativistic perspective, whereby they say things like, well, I've got my truth and you've got your truth, each truth is valid. Or they'll say, you know, you do what's right for you and I'll do what's right for me, and you know, don't judge, don't be judgmental, don't be a Pharisee, they might say. And we see this manifested in the way that we treat people who are in the public eye. We make excuses for their faults, and we have certain rappers, for example, who they might speak in Afrocentric type language, or they might do one or two so-called positive songs, but then you look at the other songs that they've got in their albums, and they are promoting fornication. They are promoting, you know, violence. They're promoting getting drunk and getting high. They're promoting guns. They're promoting greed. They're promoting, you know, rampant materialism. And yet, instead of exposing these people as being hypocrites and warning our children and others away from them, we elevate them. We elevate them in some, I don't know, like some false view of, or we say, oh, they're authentic, you know, they're representing us, they're representing the reality. So we really need to get away from this. We really need to move away from this kind of laissez-faire, anything goes kind of mentality, and we need to start getting some firm, basic, you know, moral standards on which to ground ourselves upon, and on which to rebuild the black family. Now, in my humble opinion, most of us probably have the very best moral framework available to us. Most of us probably have this in our front room somewhere, in our living room somewhere, and it's in the Bible, in the scriptures. If you look in your Bible, go and get your Bible and open it up to the beginning or the contents page, and you'll find the first 5 books are Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Christians know this part of the scriptures as the law, but the Hebrew word for these books collectively is Torah. Torah is a Hebrew word which means instruction. It means guidance. And our beloved Father, the Most High Yah, has given us guidance. He's given us instructions concerning, you know, how we should live our lives, how to relate to one another, and how to relate to Him, the Most High. And in there we have teaching concerning sexual ethics and sexual morality. We have teaching concerning marriage. We have teaching concerning divorce, and teaching concerning various other issues. These 5 short books, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy, within these 5 short books, I believe we have the best foundation on which we can build any true and meaningful and lasting concepts of black unity. Now, of course, there's no point in following the Torah, following the commandments of the Most High, unless we truly believe in the Most High. And that's the other foundation for our unity, is that we have to believe that there is one Creator, and He is the Father, Yahweh. He created all things, and He is the one who inspired the prophet Moshe, to write the Torah. If you don't believe in the Most High Yah, if you don't believe that He is the only true God, then of course what's the point of following the commandments? Because then again, it's that hypocrisy thing. You can't be saying, oh, I follow the commandments, but I believe that there are many gods. Or I follow the commandments, but I believe that the Bible's been changed. Or there are many commandments, but I'm an atheist. I believe in the commandments, but I'm an atheist. That's that confusion again, and it's that hypocrisy. You see, we need to be united, not only in our morals, standards, but we also need to be united in the truth. And the most basic of truths is that there is one God, the Father, who created all things, and He has given us His Torah so that we should be able to know how to live our lives. And by doing that, by following the commandments, by following the Torah, we will be indeed able to build true concepts of black unity, and really be able to build up the black community, build up the black family, and push on with some real progress.